Well, when it came to Power Rangers, and out of my other favourite hero, Spider-Man, I combined them both to create my own version called Mutation Warriors, which takes place in 2045, where 4 average teenagers, 2 guys and 2 gals, were infected by chemical waste, and as they struggled with high school, they also learned their interesting, powerful abilities while protecting their city from their menacing foe called the Suppressor. Hello, I'm Greg Sindel. I'm a cartoonist of Studio A, and I'm only 33 years old. I'm a cartoonist, story writer, and a voice actor, if you will. Since I was 14 in 2002, I was a part of Studio Arts before Studio A. Well, they help people with autistic disabilities, or autism, if you will, to make it short. They help us to turn our ideas into something known as reality.
Studio A is about making high quality art first and foremost. We're known as a supported studio, and we provide professional pathways to artists with intellectual disability. We're about ensuring that Australia has a truly diverse art scene and that artists that we support have a voice in contemporary culture. And also that they're able to make an income from their work, that they're able to be employed as artists. When we sell their work, we ensure that a high percentage of the commission goes to the artists.
Studio A helps me to realise that I'm still human, I'm still like everybody else, just think differently and speak differently, but it doesn't mean I'm not different from everybody else. They helped me to make my art become more professional. They made some good suggestions how to make my art evolve from a prehistoric egg to a fully grown dinosaur, Tyrannosaurus Rex though, if you will.
Is it nice being able to make comics as a career?
Of course. I want people to buy and publish them, and hopefully with the film directors like Tim Burton and film actors, my favourite guy, Samuel Jackson, they would beg me or ask me to see if they have my permission to adapt them into something they can see on telly or at the movie cinema screen. That would be a great dream come true as a script producer.
So how would you feel if you worked at like McDonald's or in a regular job?
I wouldn't be that happy because I lived my art and story since I was a little kid. My life would be like well pointless. My project I was most proud of making is this, Werewolf in Chinatown. Inspired by my love for werewolf movies and out of my favourite Chinese takeaway meals for tea, Werewolf in Chinatown is about a young photographer named Caitlin Roberts who's one night being bitten and cursed by a werewolf after a job interview in Dusky Fields, Chinatown, now goes on a beastly transformation with each full moon unless a temporary cure for her affliction can be found or soon discovered. I produced 8 books so far, but 17 and counting because I don't have them published just yet, but I hope I will. Stan Lee, the guy who did those Marvel comics, he was extraordinary. Now heaven rest his soul. I would have liked to meet him so long ago because his line, Excelsior! He was so great, and he even had his comics adapted into movies and cartoon shows, and I wonder if eventually I might have the same luck as he did with his stuff also.
It's just been amazing to watch the artists transform, to hear the artists self-identify as artists. And when people admire their work, they're the first ones to say, oh, that work's for sale. Would you like to buy that work? To see artists get opportunities to do international residencies and use their own income to travel overseas. I have a very personal relationship with a lot of the artists, and they give me a call on my mobile or text me, and Studio A artist Megan Pelham, who recently did a collaboration with Romance Was Born, she just texts me all the time saying that her dream has come true and she's a supermodel and she is famous, and she just is an explosion of joy really with the opportunities that she's been getting.
My fans, if you're out there, even the movie actors Samuel Jackson and all the other guys I'd like you to know my heart would be so grateful if you know me well, even from around the world. And if you ask me, I really am glad to have your hearts and support.